What's happening, guys? UFC 311 this weekend. Good card, stacked card. So I'm going to probably do the top 4 fights. There's other good fights on the card. I can tell you probably more about the top 4, so I'll just stick to the top 4. Let's go first with Beneil Daruish and Renato. What's the odds on that one?
Renato's paying $1.50. Daruish paying $2.57.
All right, $2.57 for Daruish. $1.50, do you say?
Yeah.
For Moicano. So Moicano's in form. He's absolutely killing it at the moment. Beneil Daruish was killing it not that long ago. Had a couple of losses. And he's a little bit older as well. Renato's just in form. He's just killing it. If you asked me this question a couple of years ago, who would I be picking? I'd be picking Beneil Daruish. I think he had more ways of winning. But right now, Renato's showing his grappling. He's always had a bit of grappling, but it's never been as strong as it seems to be right now. He's getting a lot of finishes on the ground. He's looking dominant on the ground, which has been quite surprising to him. He's always had really good hands. I remember when he was a featherweight, he's always had really good boxing. That was where his way to victory. And his wrestler maybe let him down in a couple of them fights. Or his grab. I think he went for a takedown with Ortega, got submitted when he was clearly winning. RDA was able to control him. He did okay. It was a late notice fight. Did okay. But I think even the RDA fight now, obviously RDA's getting older as well, but this fight, if he was able to fight RDA then, I think it would be a completely different fight. I think he's just in form now, looking really good, strong. I don't know what he's doing differently. I just seen a post from, it was Dustin Poirier talking about his spar with Renato and saying, I just got my ass kicked by Renato. So he wouldn't be saying that unless Renato obviously did well. Did he get his ass kicked, or did he mean like, man, they were tough rounds? And if he's given Dustin Poirier tough rounds, like I said, maybe a year ago or 2 years ago, they wouldn't have been as tough as they are now. So he is obviously evolving. I've always been a fan of his, but he's just showing a whole nother level now. So I think he's a favourite for a reason. He's in form, but I think there's more than just him being in form. And just getting the wins and momentum. I think he is a lot better fighter than he was a couple of years ago as well. So he's going to be hard to beat. Daruish can take it to the ground. I just don't think it's going to be enough. Renato's showing some real good base on the ground as well. So can Moicano he's got a lot of submissions lately. Can he do that to Daruish? I don't think he can. If someone was aging, I think their grappling's still always going to be there. So I don't think he can go out there and just submit Daruish. Can he go out there, control him, TKO? I would say TKO is most likely. Big fan of the Daruish as well. It's always tough doing these breakdowns. I know so many of them and like so many of them, but I've got to give my pick, right? So I'm going to have to go with Moicano. I think it's going to be a TKO as well. Could be a decision if you want to go that bit better money. TKO. I wouldn't go the submission, even though he's got some submissions lately. I wouldn't go there against someone like Daruish. I think he's going to be durable enough to stop the submission from happening, but the TKO might be there. So TKO victory for Moicano. Next fight?
Hill.
All right, yeah. So JamahalHill and Jiří. Man, this is a tough one. I was thinking about this. I just had training on my way back from training. I'm like, who am I picking with this one? It's a tricky one. Both good strikers, confident, not going to be scared of each other. The thing is, Jiří, I would usually, I could say maybe I'd lean to Jiří more, but he does take risks. Does he want to take so much risk with Hill? I don't know. It's a tricky one. I don't think he's going to the ground. I don't know who benefits of it going to the ground. Man, who's the favourite then? That's the question. Slightly. I knew it'd be man, yeah.
$1.88 for Hill and $1.96.
There you go. Pretty much even odds. And you could see with how I'm looking at this that makes a lot of sense. I mean, if there was, because I've got it like a 50-50 right now, if there was someone that was paying better, I'd say go with a value. That's how even I think it is. But I mean, there's just nothing in it. The thing is, Jiří is very unpredictable. He takes a lot of risks. Damn. This is a tricky one. My pick's still going real good. I mean, my percentages for the picks are pretty good. Yeah, still?
They're doing pretty good, yeah.
Yeah, the last year I think it's the first...
There's a couple cards that threw it out a bit.
Threw it out, huh? Really?
A little bit, yeah, but not bad.
Couple Aussies probably, you're going to back my Aussies and do a bit of bias. Man, okay, let's get to it. All right, so with Jiří, again, when I say he takes a lot of risks, he likes to, put his head in range And, you know, he likes to slip while, you know, with his hands right down. Jamal's going to be ready for that. Jamal's going to be, I don't think he's going to panic, as in panic punch and do big, you know, with his fight with Pereira. I wouldn't say panic punch, but that heat of the moment he went there and then like he was like forced to fire. So you could, I'm not going to call it a panic punch, but I felt like Pereira forced him to fire. Jiří's going to do that. But I just feel like he's going to have that little bit more control than most people. And he would be that little bit more dangerous in that scenario. Who'd you say was favourite? Hill. Hill's the favourite. Surprised that he is the favourite. Oh man, this is hard. Hard to pull the trigger on. But I'm going to do it for you guys. I'm going to do it. I'm going to go. Damn. Unpredictable. Takes risks, but he's unpredictable. Very unpredictable. So he can catch Jamal for sure, but Jamal can catch him because he likes to take risks. Ah, crap. Let me know who you've got in the comments on this one, because I'm like 50-50 on this. So remember this if you're going to be doing your bets. Remember, gamble responsibly, especially on this one, because this one is a tough one to pick. I think I'm going to go just purely because I said I'll go with for value, because I'm pretty much dead on 50-50. Like both guys, big fan of both guys. Cool dudes, get along with both of them. I'm just going to say, how much is he paying more? Like nothing in there, 10 cents more? Less than 10 cents. Just purely because of that, you could say he is the underdog pick. And
you could go take him for a knockout.
Oh, you would.
You would.
I think you would.
Have those odds yet, but
I would go finish. Can you go submission? They're both shown that they can, I guess. But now I'm gonna go with who I was gonna pull the trigger on Hill just before, but now I think I might just pull the trigger with Jiří purely because he's the underdog. I'm 50-50 on it. Remember I said that. Let's move on. I dragged that on long enough. Drag that on. Oh yeah, so Umar and Merab. Another tricky one, man. Another tricky one.
pretty solid favourite.
Oh really?
Yeah, $1.30. Merab's paying $3.50.
Merab's paying $3.50. Damn.
That's a pretty good underdog pick there.
For sure. I mean, the thing is, Umar's trains with, you know, obviously the Dagestani wrestlers, so he's used to guys having good grappling and all that. But is he used to so much pressure? So he's used to guys, you know, wanting to put pressure, but a lot of them are safe fighters. They're very clever over there, like Islam, Khabib, all them guys, even Umar, very, very safe fighters. Even though they want to pressure, they do everything without taking too much risk. They're actually really, really good at that. So they're not used to someone that, because Merab will take risks, he puts a lot of pressure. I thought he did a great job against Sean O'Malley, where even though he was putting a lot of pressure, he still did it the right way, where it was hard for Sean to know when to pull the trigger. So I think he did a great job. I think he's going to need to do a bit more of that. He shouldn't be paying $3. I think I'm going to have to go with Merab purely because of how much he's paying. I think this is a tough fight, even though he's champion. Umar's a very tough fight because he's got very good wrestling and very good striking. Very good grappling as well. I think he will be able to handle it. I think he will be able to get back up. But I think he has not felt this type of pressure. Where a lot of people are probably usually in the comments are probably going, what do you mean? He trains with Dagestani wrestlers. Of course he's felt that pressure. Not Merab, cardio, in your face, constantly shooting, not caring if he doesn't get the takedown. Where the Dagestanis, they don't really have so much wasted movements. If they're shooting a stick and hold. And you know what I mean? So they're a lot more calculated, where he is happy to shoot. If he misses, throw, punch, or shoot again. Like, he'll just do that all day, and he can. He can do that for 5 rounds. So if this fight goes later rounds, I think he can really, really start to break Umar in them later rounds. I can really see that. But early, does he get caught? Because he does take risks. So that's where I'm going to go. I think it'll be hard. No, Umar can definitely win decision as well, through damage and survival. I think he does slow down in them later rounds. But I mean, I guarantee he's working hard. Khabib's been in his corner all camp. So they're putting the hours in. But I just don't think he's felt that type of pressure. Different control pressure. We're really good at sticking and making you not move, which is hard. But sometimes you feel helpless, but you know you're not exerting as much effort because you can't move. Where Merab, you are gonna, fight your way. There's gonna be opportunities for you to get your base back, get back up, and then he's shooting again. Then you've got to sprawl again. Then you've got to, brace. You're constantly tensing up and constantly reacting, which you're gonna have to do, with Merab. I think that can play a big factor. And because he's such a big underdog, I'm going with value here. I'm gonna go with Merab. But I think it's a very, very hard fight for him. I can see Umar dominating them earlier rounds. So remember I said that. He could dominate them early 3 rounds, he could finish him. And then Merab maybe start to come back, slow him down, but it's not enough. So just remember I said that. I'm going with value here. So I will go with Merab. Umar's got way more ways of winning. Merab's just decision. So you have to go decision win for Merab. Even if he has him hurt, but I don't see him finishing him. But I think it's 5 rounds. He starts to break him. I'm going to go with the value there. So there you go. I'm going with another underdog. Big underdog, Merab. The champion, but big underdog. And rightfully so. Rightfully so. I think it's fair that he is underdog because Umar, stylistically, I can see why a lot of people are going to think this is a really bad matchup for Merab, which it is going to be a hard matchup, but I still think it's very hard for Umar as well because I think it's a total different style to what Umar's used to, which I know people aren't going to understand. And let me know in your comments if you know what I'm talking about, if you know the differences that I'm talking about, or if you think you got no idea what he's talking about, and tell me why I'm wrong. But all right, let's go to the main event. Islam, Arman. Oh, another similar fight, man. There's some good fights here. Oh. So this is another similar one. Arman's a bit more aggressive. Obviously, Arman's underdog.
$4.
$4?
$4.10.
Wow, I didn't expect him to be such a big underdog. $1.24 for Islam. It's just Islam's is very safe. As I just told you, with Umar and their team, they're very, very calculated. They don't take unnecessary risks. They're used to the scrambling. They're used to real good control, which is going to be more Arman style. I think Arman style and Merab style completely different. Not completely different, sort of similar, but a little bit different. Arman is aggressive with his shots. He's going to be, few and far, not obviously a lot less shots than Merab would throw. And he's going to try and commit a lot more to them shots. He's not going to shoot and let go to fire. He's going to, he's going to back himself and be like, I can get this takedown, which is going to be hard with Islam. So you're going to see some mad scrambles. That first fight was fun. Big fan of both guys, like them both. Get along with both of them. Tough one. I'm going to have to go. I mean, I'm just thinking of the value here, like the value for Arman, but it's just hard. I just think Islam's safe enough. I think majority of the scrambles, Islam probably ends up in better positions because of him. And striking is a lot more safe. I think Arman's a lot more aggressive and he probably takes more risks, which could leave openings for Islam to land some shots and earn some points that way. But very, very fun fight. Very, very competitive. But I think Islam edges them. And it's hard for me to go around that, even though Arman shouldn't be that much of an underdog. Remember I said that. Arman shouldn't be that much of an underdog. Islam is that good, but so is Arman. Man. Yeah, I'm going to go with Islam. Heavy favourite here. Rightfully so. Both great fighters. Islam, pound for pound, still number 1 right now. And yeah, so well-rounded. Showing his strike. And so I think Arman's going to have trouble on the feet. Islam's hard to find. For someone who's a wrestler, you think would be a pressure fighter, he's very good on the back foot. He's very good at distance, very good at catching you coming in. And when you're really fully committed, he either catches you with punches. If you commit and open yourself up, he's got beautiful takedowns and beautiful shots. So I think there's opportunities there for him to edge the rounds. So I'm going to have to go with the favourite on this one. So I went most underdogs on that. But with this one, I'll go with the champ. Going to be a fun fight. Both incredible fighters. I'll be watching this weekend. Cannot wait for it. But yeah, I think Islam, it'll still be in still, but it's going to be a fun fight. And you can't count Arman out. Don't be surprised. It's very, very, very competitive because Arman is that good. But enjoy the fights. That's it. UFC 311, first pay-per-view event of the year. It's a good one. Enjoy the fights and let me know what you think in the comments. Yeah, again, there was a couple of things there, a couple of comments that I want to know your feedback with. Merab, is Umar used to that style? The wrestler, right? What am I talking about? He's a wrestler. Dagestani wrestlers. Volk, you don't know what you're talking about. Let me know what you think. But I think there's a little bit different in the approach to what they're used to. Let me know your thoughts. If you are gambling, gamble responsibly. Good luck. And yeah, see you later.